Hetep M Anu, peace and blessings. This is Queen Mother Imakhu with part 2. I know this is the noisiest part of my house, but we're gonna give this a go. Just a little cooler up here, and to me it's really comfortable. So come on in, relax, and we're gonna continue with this story of how it is that I got this Shen energy, the buzzing in my hands from 6 years ago. My hands are still buzzing. And also the main message of love. Love and passing on healing in so many ways. Many of you all know I'm not just a minister, I'm also an artist. And I believe in sharing love in so many ways. I connect with diverse populations across the globe in my music and across the country in my music and my dance, teaching dance and teaching visual art. Like for instance this doll here, this is a sock doll. I teach how to do African sock dolls. She was supposed to be darker. You know, I did this in tea, and I didn't keep her in for very long, not as long as I should have, so she's my light-skinned black doll. I made her back in, I think it was 1986 or something like that, 87, the early to the mid, it was like the mid-80s, I should say. And I made the outfit, and I sewed on her hair, and made her little face and all of this, and so maybe I'll take you on a tour of my black doll collection here. You know, I've got teddy bears too and all of that. I love dolls. All the cushions here I made, and I love art. You know, my philosophy is healing the world through art and my sharing of Kemetic culture, because through Kemetic culture I came to a deeper understanding of opening your heart arits, or chakra, to love, and also through the water tradition, the Kemetic water tradition. You didn't know there was one, did you? Well, I came to know the Kemetic water tradition through the experience that I had through my water initiation, which was a Bantu water initiation, but then I came to find out that actually it was a Kemetic water initiation. The Bantu bridged with the Kemetic energies, and I actually came to know the ancient Kemetic water spirits when I came up from the water and came up with this ancient Kemetic water healing tradition. So watch part 1 if you didn't get all of the story in part 1, with all of the wonderful signs of nature that were there for me, the Dianshur, the word for God in our tradition, the concept of the creative force, the Sinshur, which sounds like nature, right, is the word. But anyway, you see I have this pillow here. Love like there's heaven on earth. And learning to love is the deeper lesson that really comes from all of this. Learning to love. You know, the ancient word for love in the Kemetic language is mer. Mer, which is also the word for water. Yes. Yes, indeed. And in our Perank, or church or temple, AKERU Perank, or Temple of the True Living Waters, we say Emkutenmer. For those of you who followed me on the Nubia Goddess Rising podcast, you hear me end Nubia Goddess Rising by saying Emkutenmer, which means pulling in divine light energy and activating that light energy. The light energy activates the water inside of you, and the water is then activating the love energy inside of you. So, Emkut Enmer, pulling in divine light, activating the water within you, converting it to love. Pulling in light, and it becomes an outward expression of love. Pulling in light, converting it to love. Emkut Enmer. Emkut Enmer. As the light connects with the water inside of you, the water then expresses it as love. Emkut Enmer. Yes. The water tradition. Watch or. Watch or. It's a word for big water, green water. It's used for referring to the Hapi. And the Hapi deals with unification, or what we call Simatawi, coming together of two lands. That's the work that I do through art, through spiritual counseling. And I must tell you that I was doing a lot of life coach work, Kemetic Life Coaching, which I'm now handing off to Priestess Khepri-t in AKERU Church of the True Living Waters, Temple of the True Living Waters. And only because the fact that the call had become so great, it had become so, pulling so much on me. I'm now really needing to go back fully into my expression of art, and also into my going across the country and lecturing about love, because this is the time. It's the time for us to focus on love. We all need to really focus on being divine vessels of love. I know that we've been through some rough times, and we're going through rough times. And I'm facing challenges now. You know, I was telling you the whole thing about what I went through with my initiation, 10 rough years. Oh my. Certainly I can say I don't wish it on anyone, but I can also tell you that for those who are desiring great wisdom, then in that case, for your wisdom journey, then yes, I do. I'm not saying I want to see you, fall down in the dirt and all this other stuff, but I wish you the best when it comes to seeking wisdom. There are no shortcuts to wisdom. There are no shortcuts to deeper love.